If you've been paying attention to the various guitar-related sites over the past few days, you might have noticed there's a new kid in town. The Fender Tone Master Pro modeler. There are probably close to 24 YouTube reviews out there, you know, from the bigger channels like Leon Todd, Ola Englund, Andertons, Mary Spender, Casino Guitars, and so on. Now Fender didn't send one to me, oddly enough. I mean, I know, right? What the heck? Now, of course, I could order one if I wanted, but right now I'm not sure that I want to spend another $1,700 on a modeler. And I mean, that's even with the Fender nameplate on it. I don't usually do reviews, I do tutorials. And right now I've got 4 floor units, either modelers, profilers, or both. This thing would really have to wow me.
Whoa.
And right now I'm in the, well, we'll wait and see group. Now, if you clicked on this video expecting me to have one in the studio and reviewing it, well, first off, thanks. I appreciate that. But do you really need another review? Like I said, there's probably close to 24 reviews out there. I mean, I don't know that I could come up with anything that hasn't been said already about it. So what I thought I would do is give you guys the list of pros and the list of cons that I've found, and then you can make up your mind if you want to take a ride to Guitar Center and give it a try. Okay, first off, let's start with the pros. 1, it does have the Fender nameplate on it, and that means something. They probably have a good-sized team working on this. This is not just one guy hammering out the code for it. Right now, there's a thread of over 110 pages on the gear page, and there's probably at least a half-dozen Fender representatives involved in that thread, answering questions, etc. One of those guys is Max Gutnick. He's a senior VP of product at Fender Musical Instrument Corporation. So again, we're talking the big guys here on the thread representing. Now they say that they have been developing this unit for over 4 years, and they plan on doing firmware updates twice a year for, you know, they don't have any end in sight on it. They say they are really committed to this project. 2, Tone Master Pro uses the Tone Master modeling process, which is unique to the Tone Master platform and is Fender's most accurate representation of the original source. Number 3, like the Helix and Headrush units, it includes an XLR input so you can plug your mic in and do vocal processing as well as guitar processing. Number 4, it has a 7-inch touchscreen interface. Number 5, it has a full-fledged editor for the Mac and PC platforms that mimic the touchscreen interface. Number 6, it has a 2-year warranty from Fender. Number 7, the foot switches are also rotary encoders. They also have a knurled surface, so they kind of feel like a Telecaster knob. Number 8, the skeuomorphic work process is very intuitive. Amps look like amps, and pedals look like pedals that you'd recognize. You don't edit moving sliders. You can either turn the knobs by using the touchscreen, or you can use the rotary encoders to turn the knobs. Now that's really cool. Number 9, it's powerful. Leon Todd built a 20-block preset, which included 3 amp blocks. That's powerful. Number 10, finally, it uses USB-C. Number 11, it probably has the best modeling of the Fender amps over all the other modelers. Number 12, it has an internal power supply. And at this price, it better have one. Number 13, it has the same foot switch spacing as the FM9. You could be wearing a size 12 shoe and still hit the foot switches exactly as you'd expect. Number 14, there are multiple signal paths available, and you can change the signal path in the middle of the preset during an edit if you want to. Number 15, it has cloud sharing for user presets. Number 16, all the reviewers say this: it is extremely easy to use. You don't even have to use the manual. Fractal could learn something from this. Number 17, it has an SD card for storing more presets, just in case the 504 presets on this unit aren't enough for you. Number 18, gapless preset switching. They don't have scenes or snapshots, they just use presets because you can switch from preset to preset with no dropouts at all. Okay, now let's look at the cons. Number 1, the Tone Master Pro does not do profiling. even though it has the XLR mic input. And right now, Fender has no plans for adding profiling to it. Number 2, the price is $1,700, which puts it right up there with Helix and Fractal. Number 3, no built-in expression pedal. Number 4, unfortunately, Fender has a history of dropping product lines. How long is this thing going to be made, and how long will it be supported? Number 5, the layout is pretty much copied straight from the Helix. Number 6, while there are multiple signal paths available, it's still not as flexible as Fractals. Number 7, it has a closed system. The only way you can share presets for it is by moving them up to the cloud for free. Developers like Austin Buddy would not be able to sell their preset packs. And personally, I would rather have professional preset packs that I'd paid for rather than free ones made by users who don't necessarily know what they're doing. Number 8, the touchscreen seems to have some response issues, but that may be because the reviewers didn't take off the protective film covering the screen. Number 9, while the cleans are excellent, some folks are saying that the high gain amps are not quite there yet. Number 10, it comes with a 60-second looper. 60 seconds? The Headrush unit has a 20-minute looper. Fractals is a 6-minute looper. What are you going to do with a 60-second looper? On top of that, it's in a fixed position at the end of the chain. Like on the FM9, I put it at the beginning of the chain when I'm building presets, so I hope Fender can do something about this really quick. So who exactly is the Tone Master Pro made for? Well, I kind of doubt that people that own Fractal, Helix, Headrush, Kemper, or Quad Cortex are going to go for this unit, especially at its current price. My guess is that they're trying to get guys that have been using Fender tube amps for years to try new technology. Baxter at Casino Guitars put it like this: I'm a tube amp guy. I rarely even use pedals, but if I was going to look at a modeler, it would be this one because it has the Fender nameplate on it. You know, younger guys don't have $1,700 to spend on a modeler. But the older guys who, they'll spend $3,000 on a tube amp, they can buy one of these things. Maybe they'll buy one for their kids. Now, if you know how to use a tablet like an iPad or, even a regular phone these days, you will know how to operate this thing. It's that simple and it is that intuitive. Now, I've had a QSC touchscreen 16 mixer, for 8 years now, and it has never given me any problems at all, and that touchscreen works just like it did when I got it 8 years ago. So I'm not worried about touchscreen technology at all. And unlike some manufacturers, Fractal specifically, this unit will be available at most stores that sell Fender products. You can go to Guitar Center, you can go to Musician's Friend, you can go to Sweetwater, you can go to Reverb. All the big stores have it, and probably some of the smaller mom and pop stores have it too. So it'll be easy to find and try out. But one of the things that puzzles me is the reaction of a certain group on Facebook. No one has said much about the Tone Master Pro at the Fractal groups, or at the Headrush groups, or at the ToneX groups, but the Helix group is a completely different thing. They're just making post after post about how much they love their Helix units. It's almost as if they feel threatened somehow. The new kid in town is moving in on their territory. Have you seen any of these posts? Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think of them. Of course, I'm curious about it and would love to try one out. I could go to the local Guitar Center and try it out, but I don't see one in my future for, at least a year or so. I want to see what they do with the firmware updates and what those firmware updates actually do for the unit. So, we'll see. How about you? Drop me a line. Let me know if you've ordered one, or if you went to one of the stores and bought one, or if you have no interest at all in it. Just let me know how you feel about the Tone Master Pro. I'm curious. It hasn't sold out yet at Sweetwater Musician's Friend, but it could do that in a few days. Who knows? So if you're interested, you might want to take a look. Now this Wednesday, we're going to be taking a look at the most recent firmware update for the Headrush Prime. You don't want to miss that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll be talking with you again next week.